Hello, hi, welcome, and thank you for being here. I hope you are having a beautiful day or night. We're gonna dive right in, do a timeless collective reading. Whenever it finds you, it's the right time. See what resonates and leave what doesn't. And remember that divine inner guidance is in you. Try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. I did a pre-poll just to see what the basic overall energy foundation is. And I used the Oracle of the Roses. So this is the Explorer. It's pretty big. It's expanding your territory, doing something different, going on an adventure, going on vacation. The undertone with this particular message is that now is not the time to stand still. I think that's a Jewel song. Standing still right now is actually going to make you or someone else fall farther behind. So maybe this is, I see now the white rabbit and the clock. So maybe this is someone who is always waiting for it to be the right time, but that's actually making somebody fall farther and farther behind or feel more and more stuck, trapped. I just heard confused, stagnant. I just see someone like digging their boots in the mud. It's the Explorer, AIMEE Verbert Rose. So maybe AIMEE, that makes me think of AIMEE WINEHOUSE, also AIMEE MANN. Maybe we have some songs already. I don't know why I just thought of the song I Alone by Live. And I see cheese. So maybe something was stinky or the cheese stands alone. Isn't that like a game that little kids play? What is that called? I can remember playing that in kindergarten. The Farmer in the Dell. Maybe it's Adele. Wow, there's a lot of songs. We haven't even started the reading yet. So maybe somebody felt like they were alone or they had to stand up against someone and then do it all alone. Maybe somebody needs some time alone or they've had a lot of alone time. Let's see. Let's dive in. If you wonder why I have my fancy attire on, I have to sing later and I always procrastinate and wait till the end to get dressed, and then I have sequins all over my house. So I did a good job today and didn't procrastinate and got ready. So let's dive in. I don't know what's going on. The 28 goes to the 10. That is the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe fortune's going to change, the wheel's going to spin, and that breaks down to the 1, but with the circle. So the I am energy of expansion and pursuit, but also with protection, with that circle. I just thought of circle. I think there's 2 circles, maybe that's Post Malone. But there's also a circle song by Sarah McLachlan. Wow, there's so much music that came through. We didn't even start yet. So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on. I kind of feel like we should start with the Divine Dog. Get another foundational energy. So let's do that. Bounce around. Get some clarity for you guys today. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What would be helpful for the collective right now? Please and thank you. Clarity on the Explorer. Expansion. I just see somebody actually opening up their front door or their back door, opening up the door and leaving their house or leaving the office, like leaving something to go outside. So maybe somebody even had like a hermit energy. They were kind of inside a little too long or getting a little itchy. I get like that cabin fever kind of feeling, like they just maybe don't want to wait anymore. They're going to pursue something they've been thinking about way too long. So let's see. What would be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Clarity on the Explorer. Balance, steady as she goes. Also another song. I think that's the Raconteurs. Yeah, I think so. Look at, you're on your skateboard. You're doing something pretty special. So maybe maybe actually expanding, doing something different is what's going to bring something back into balance. Maybe something started to feel really wobbly. Steady as she goes. So it's slow and steady. You know, if you feel like you're off balance, but you're too much in la la land, kind of what I'm getting, it's grounding that energy and bringing la la land to reality. So what you actually put your physical energy in. I feel like there might be a lot of energy going on around someone. I don't know if that's kind of like competition or chaos or too many cooks in the kitchen, sort of something like that. I feel like maybe it's like a lightning rod, like grounding your position or your energy, or maybe even leaving that situation if you're constantly out of balance in a certain environment or with a certain person. Steady as she goes. Maybe somebody is leaving. Maybe a feminine energy is leaving. You know, like you just have to, I hear, remain calm. Maybe it's in your approach. Maybe it's mature conversation. Maybe somebody leaving a situation. I am seeing now a feminine energy is actually a very beneficial thing for someone else. Balance, steady as she goes. For some of you, maybe somebody's just going on vacation. I just saw like, I keep hearing competition and I don't know why. So maybe some of you are on a team and it's about like a travel team or going somewhere for an interview. I just see like the away game. I don't know why I'm getting that. So maybe some of you even have kids that are on a team. Very specifically, I just saw a gymnast or like a cheerleading competition, something like that. That was, you know, I think of the balance. Maybe you're finding your cheerleader. Ooh, interesting messages. So I keep gravitating towards my mystery deck. So I guess this is where we're going to go. Let's go to the mystery deck and just get a couple extra messages. So what would be helpful for the collective on balance, steady as she goes, the explorer, doing something new, getting out of any kind of stuck energy, not falling behind, but catching up. Oh yeah, somebody was overgiving. I saw a competition or something like that. So this is where somebody is maybe leaving the house or letting somebody go or walking away because there is a person that was overgiving to the wrong energy or even overgiving in the wrong environment. It's where it wasn't reciprocal. It wasn't balanced. It definitely would feel better to be out of that weird energy. It's like somebody's kind of yelling all the time or has a lot of overbearing opinions, a lot of high expectations that are never met. This is like someone that's too much, sort of what I get. So I don't know who that is. That could be somebody in your energy or somebody in somebody else's energy, but this is somebody that's having the awareness that that is not balanced. I hear it doesn't even feel secure. So somebody was just overgiving to the wrong person. Somebody who wasn't really appreciating their energy or their effort or their time and was, I just see someone overbearing. So I don't know who that is. Maybe that's just an extra message for some of you. Clarity on the overgiving to the wrong person. That means there's another place where all that energy that was gifted or somebody wants to give, if put in another partnership, another place, another work environment, wherever that is, that will bring something back into balance and make somebody feel like they're more stable. Why aren't you there? So maybe some of you know who that is, where that is, or maybe you have no idea since you're exploring outside territory that's brand new here, but you know somewhere else is better than there. I'm like let you see that card. It came out really weird when I made it. Look how big that person is. How they make somebody else feel very small. It's like they're taking away somebody's strength. This one kind of popped out. Oh yeah, it's divine friction. So maybe there was an argument. There's a situation. I saw all those, what did I say before? Like too many cooks in the kitchen, or competition, or like chaos or drama. I saw that somewhere. So if that's not your situation, maybe this is clarity on someone else's, and something needed to actually be a little too much friction, a little extra heat on the fire, and maybe that's finally getting somebody to move, to know they have to be in balance. You know, they want to feel steady and secure, not overwhelmed and stressed out. Maybe somebody doesn't even really know where they're going to go, but that something has to be better than there. So why aren't you there? So where is it you are thinking about going? What is it you have thought about exploring or doing? I'm even getting vacation. So side message, if some of you are thinking about a place in the world and you haven't booked the ticket, maybe it's time to book the ticket. Maybe it's close by. Maybe it's something that you can explore that's kind of nearby, and you're going to discover something kind of cool about you. The divine friction even makes me think of that like a team. Like it could be the right friction on a situation to get you better. But I feel like if it's divine friction, this is something that kind of came in and needed, like I see somebody rubbing somebody the wrong way, but that needed to happen because it wasn't changing without that. I hear a dramatic encounter. Man, what's going on today, guys? So maybe it was an argument that had to happen because things weren't addressed. You know, nothing was put out on the table or discussed. It was constantly swept underneath the rug, but the energy was always there. Let's see, what else? Beyond words, yeah. I mean, it might be that it's even beyond the words. Maybe it's about the, I just see the exit, or the effort, the attention, or lack thereof. I just see someone here that had all kinds of weird words, to the point where the louder they got, the less they were being heard, or the more strange their response became. Because I feel like somebody was trying to get attention in the wrong way. So maybe it's about, if you're dealing with somebody like that, how you respond. Or maybe it's lack of response. Maybe it's just beyond words. There's nothing to say anymore. Sort of what I see. Beyond words. Also, let's go a different way. Because this card, I'm actually going to turn that over, because that energy on that card is so weird. It's making me feel out of balance doing this reading. Let's look at something a different way. Maybe something comes through and it's just that divine little friction you got. You need to get out of the house. Go do something different, you know? And maybe this is new territory, but maybe that is taking you to something so amazing, you can't even describe it. There's not even words to put on how much better you feel. I just heard, what took you so long? Or what took you so long? So maybe this is something that was meant for you for a long time, and the divine actually stepped in to help get you there, give you a beautiful little boost. Yeah, that's what I said before. Don't even worry if you have the weird source here trying to get a lot of attention, or has a really, you know, overbearing energy. The power is going to be put back into you, and the balance back into you on how you react. So maybe change your reaction, or, you know, don't give somebody the reaction they are trying to get. Surprise them, you know, do something a little bit different. This could also be just so you guys know, because I don't think all of you have a person like this in your life, is over giving to the wrong person. I feel like that might be somebody else's situation. And I feel like if somebody had a weird day or a weird moment with someone like this, and they reacted weird to you, I kind of don't think it was, and you're like, what? Like, it actually really confused you. Like, where did that come from? I kind of feel like somebody, because sometimes the people that are closest to us, or sometimes people that aren't even close to us, just are in the wrong place at the wrong time, get the brunt of someone else's weird ass situation, because that's just where it comes out. So somebody may have reacted to you over something that really wasn't your doing at all, because of something else that they were going through, and maybe they didn't address the right person, or didn't really look at the source, the root of the situation. What else would be helpful? I never know where these, I feel like this one, I'll show you, is sticking out. Ooh, so unusual. Yeah, maybe somebody acted really out of their use towards you. I'm also seeing that with this so unusual, you need to do something that's not your usual. That's going to bring you back into balance. Take you to a place that you can't even describe. It's so amazing. It's beyond words. Divinely meant for you. Why aren't you there? You're going to get there. Maybe you have to ask yourself some questions. Maybe you have to ask somebody else some solid questions. Maybe somebody always answers questions with a question because they're ignoring giving a direct answer or ignoring a subject. But so unusual. Also, somebody might be coming in your life and they're really unusual, or it's a really unusual situation. I do get that that feels really good. I just thought of the Jason Mraz song, Not So Usual. What's another message? Untapped talent. Maybe some of you have a really unusual talent. This keeps coming through for you guys. So you do need to pay attention to something that you're going to either discover about yourself, maybe a talent you never even knew you had, or something you love to do and you never even, without that divine friction, would have given something unusual a try. I just heard it's so worth the effort. So maybe you have to, in the beginning, make a little effort to learn how to do something or get better at something. This is kind of giving me the 8 of Pentacles energy. You know, like you try something, maybe you're not that good in the beginning, but maybe you're natural, but the more energy and effort you put into something, the more abundance comes in your life later. Head in the sand. Maybe some of you are ignoring a talent that you have, or ignoring a situation that you have to address, ignoring how to bring something back into balance. Maybe somebody's head was in the sand and that divine friction is coming through to get their head out of their you-know-what. Because if somebody's head in the sand and they don't want to see the reality of a situation, or do anything to bring something back into balance, step out of their comfort zone in any way, then I feel like that's that divine push, because it doesn't mean that the situation isn't actually going on around them. They just don't want to see it. So maybe this is someone who's finally seeing something clearly. Let's do one more, because I get into these mystery cards and I do want to keep going. Oh, wow. Well, hey, whether you're on a skateboard, getting on a plane, joining a team, tapping into your talents, or getting out of a weird situation, there's something coming through. The divine is getting you there, into new territory. Maybe this is exploring something that's untapped about yourself. That's going to be the ride of your life. Woo! I mean, that sounds like fun. Yeah. Maybe somebody's offering you a ride or a chance, doing something with you. That's gonna be, maybe if that's definitely something that you want to, I hear, recreate or do again. I don't think you just want to do this one time, one ride, and you're done. You have this great story to talk about. I feel like this is inspiring you to have many more stories to be continued. So let's get you a message from the universe. I think I have it here. Message from the universe. Then let's get you a animal. I brought the pretty animal deck here, and then let's dive into the tarot. So what is a message from the universe that would be helpful for the collective right now, please? And thank you. Message from the universe. Ooh, that one. And it says, choice is the most powerful tool you have. Every choice you make might shut some doors, but also opens several others. It's the first message, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You're only one choice away. So this is somebody that needs to choose. Get off the fence. Maybe they never have the words to say. Maybe it's just opening up that conversation. It says, why aren't you there? There's some place that you have been thinking about going, or something you have been dreaming about doing. Maybe it's one choice away. I just see somebody hitting a button, booking the ticket, making that phone call, looking up some information, stepping outside the door, getting in the car, getting on your skateboard. One choice away for everything to change. But the change, you can't rely on that weird person to change, or expect someone else to change if they're not ready. The biggest power you have is to change yourself. Maybe even change how you react. All right, this is a lot of messages that came through here. So let's get you an animal. What is an animal? I'll try to make this a little organized. Tell us what the animal that has the vibration and energy connecting to the collective right now would be. Please and thank you. Do I have the cards, but do I have the book? I don't know. It'd be a little weird if I don't have the book. There's some of the book. Oh, we do. Here. All right, let's do it. This book sort of fell apart on me though, so hopefully it's one of the animals that's in order. What is one animal that wants to talk to the collective today? Please and thank you. The ant. You can handle more than you know. You have to get creative. You have to recognize how strong you are. This is also something that you might do in harmony with others. Maybe somebody was making a mountain out of a molehill. I think that's a phrase. Maybe there's something that has to do with an ant. That's number 3. So let's see. I always think of that as a creative energy. The masculine and the feminine combining to create a new. The ant is focusing on good work ethics. I did see the 8 of Pentacles. So working, but putting your energy in the right environment, or investing some positive energy, education, something like that into you. Something you need to do to bring your life back into balance. Maybe it's going to the gym. Maybe you're overworking. You need to sleep more. Go out a little bit. If you're going out all the time, maybe you need to get to work. It's community, hard work, productivity, and are the hallmark. I just saw a card. Maybe some of you, there's a song. It's a weird one. It has great words. It's DiFranco, superhero. See, she says, I something about being in the drugstore card aisle, and now I know Hallmark was right. Every pop song on the radio is suddenly speaking to me. Yeah, art may imitate life, but life imitates TV. And I used to be a superhero. It's like someone that like broke down, like she used to recognize how strong she was, and then someone came by and made her feel other than. It's pretty powerful. She's a good artist. Where was I? Their spiritual energy reminds us of the importance of cooperation and teamwork, valuing the collective and contributing our unique talents. Some of you are not tapping into something you're really good at. You're not using it, and you're supposed to be. Or you're around people that don't recognize something really special about you. Using your unique, where's your unique talents for the greater good. I feel like some of you have been sitting on an idea that was given to you by divine inspiration. Maybe something comes through, puts a little friction in your soul in a good way, and you just dive into something. So let's see. I mean, you have that on working. Maybe we should pull you one. I have this here. Let's pull you one from the career and get you a career message. Since there's something you should be doing with your talents or working on or moving towards. I'm trying to do this without the cards going out of order. They're also organized right now. I like it. All right, so what is one message for life and career overall that would be helpful for the collective to know today, to be inspiring? Please and thank you. Or give a little peekaroo at what they should know. One message. Give and take. You have somebody over giving to the wrong person here. And with this balanced energy here, it does give me 6 of Pentacles energy, something out of balance. So you're supposed to be where you have equal give and take, where you are valued for your amazing ideas or the energy you put in. I just heard your big heart. That was really, really sweet. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give somebody a chance and ask for what your heart desires. So some of you are desiring something in your heart, and that could be love or career with that message. I like how it has this. Is that the little heart? But some of you need to make changes in your life, make that decision. So you are somewhere where you feel like your beautiful heart is valued. Ask for what your heart desires. Maybe some of you have not spoken up. Your head's been in the sand, dreaming about a partnership, or dreaming about a job, or dreaming about something that you never even had the conversation about. You have to be the squeaky wheel here, but you're doing it with this authentic vibration of a beautiful heart. You're going to be heard. And if it's over here because someone's just so loud, they're just only hearing themselves, that might not be where that conversation is supposed to be had. Maybe it's another person that's so unusual. Maybe you know who this is, maybe you don't. So let's go to, I do want to do the tarot, but I'm also staring at this divine truth, and I feel like we do have some messages that have to do with love, so I'm going to do one from the divine truth. What is one overall message in case the collective right now is wondering about love? One thing that would be helpful to know. Biggest message, please. Thoughts. So time apart, or even if you're around someone, there's someone who thinks about you in a beautifully positive light. There isn't a day that goes by, days go by and still I think of you. It's Dirty Vegas. When I couldn't live my life without you, without you. You're the one for me. For some of you, that's somebody coming in the future. For some of you, that is somebody you are well aware of vibrationally, as far as I hear like a love connection. But maybe this is somebody that had their head in their sand and they're only in their thoughts and they're not speaking up. So maybe what they're thinking or what they're feeling actually is maybe really unusual for them. Unusual for them to express this love. How special you are. If you're the one, you're the only one. Maybe they just don't have the words. Maybe they're gonna figure that out. Maybe it's not the words and it's the journey. So let's do the tarot. Let's see. I'm gonna put these over here and let's get a couple of tarot messages. This is the Pope, this sassy little tarot deck. It's kind of like Vargas or a little pinup. I'll show you the box. So let's get a few tarot messages that would be helpful for the collective, please, and thank you. I want to ask about the divine friction. Let's ask about what that divine friction is all about. Tell us about the divine friction. What would be helpful to know about this little heated moment, or spark of spirit. Well, if somebody is in the Four of Cups, you definitely need a little inspiration. You definitely need a little friction. This is that when I saw somebody like just getting itchy and getting like, I feel like cabin fever. They need to leave the house. You know, this is somebody who's getting a little bit bored in their situation. This is also somebody that might have all these ideas or untapped talents, but this is definitely somebody with their head in the sand. And they're not looking at any unusual blessings, or they're gonna miss that ride that might be outside because, you know, they're just sort of, there's literally something coming through the window here. There is an offer that is right behind this person and they are just looking the wrong way. And usually this is a divine offer. It's like, here you go. I mean, you said you were bored. We're gonna throw this little monkey wrench in your life and maybe this will spice something up, warm up your heart, break down some walls, you know? Have a really cool, unusual experience, but you gotta look at it. You gotta turn around. You gotta switch up your energy. Look a different way. Upside down, I see that as the person getting up, be like, is there someone at my window? And then they're like, oh, yeah, I mean, that looks really unusual, but maybe I'll give that a go because there's something about it that is right or feels like it's the right place to go. So this is just someone in like la la land. It's somebody that is uninspired. They don't really have even any real sense of direction. They're just bored with life. Uninspired, stagnant, complacent. So maybe that's why there's a little divine friction happening in a situation to get somebody out of that stagnation. Recognize that there's something right there that's a blessing being offered. And it's time to take a sip-a-roo out of it. And it's also a 4, so taking a sip does bring somebody back into balance, stability, and know why I heard overwhelming vulnerability in their heart. Maybe this person had a lot of walls up. Transparency, where they feel really good. I'm getting like a breath of fresh air. So let's ask about this unusual energy. What is going on with this unusual energy over here? Why is something so unusual? Why is a certain person so unusual? Why is somebody going to finally make a choice that is not their usual? Because it's your golden ticket. Because this is the idea that somebody had a conversation about, was offered by the divine, and they shoved it in the drawer. You got the Ace of Pentacles. This is worth planting in your garden. This is worth putting attention into every day. That's getting the golden ticket. You have to show up at the gate of the chocolate factory and go in and have that experience in the chocolate factory and then see where it takes you. So even if you have this beginning, which is manifesting something in your actual world, it's actual effort and energy in people, places, things, and environments that you can touch, because it will grow into a whole beautiful, I like this. You have like a field of flowers. So this is gonna blossom many more opportunities in your life. Upside down, it's just where somebody had that offer, had that chance, and either let their garden get overgrown with weeds, didn't attend their garden, because they got bored over here, or the garden wasn't in the, it was the right seed, but the wrong foundation. So not where there was ever going to be growth, because there could have been other energies that sort of always, I see like always dried something up. I see arguing. I don't know why I see a garden and somebody's like, they're actually taking the hose out to the garden, and somebody else is like, why are you taking that out to the garden? It's gonna rain tomorrow. And you're like, no, it hasn't rained for like 4 days. I need to go water the garden. And somebody like actually takes away that hose and prevents somebody from having something that would have grown. That was a really interesting little thing I saw. So maybe somebody was listening to somebody that was getting their weather from the wrong source. Maybe the weather is going to change, because the Ace of Pentacles is beautiful possibilities. A beautiful new partnership that gets grounded, a beautiful new job that brings security. It's an offer. It could be also, I just see an interview or something like that, but you have to show up to the interview. You have to show up for the first day. You have to show up, 3 weeks later. It could also be a big purchase. The Ace of Pentacles could be somebody putting a down payment on something, a lump sum of something big, but brings big return. This could be somebody who even buys a new car, but that car gets them to the job, to the interview, to a partner. You do have the ride of your life here. I do see somebody choosing between a bunch of things. I see actually somebody buying a car, going on like test driving a bunch of different things. Maybe it's making a informed decision. I saw that weird weather channel, so maybe it's also multiple sources and not just one source. What should we ask about? Let's ask about, I don't really want to give it that much attention, but I do want to ask about the wrong person that somebody's overgiving to, or was, or no longer wants to. What is this? Yeah, that's the wrong person to give to. This is somebody who's definitely a little bit shady. You got the Seven of Swords. So There's somebody in somebody's energy field that has their own selfish intentions with. They lie. Maybe they come across as, you know, beautiful, and I don't know. I feel like even if they come across as feeling like light, there's something off in their vibration. This is somebody who's stashing something away and not telling, you know, anyone else about their little secret plan. Like I don't know, I'm going like cartoon land with this. Like their secret little scheme. This might be somebody who skims off the top. That's a really weird message for some of you, but you have awareness of that. Somebody who kind of takes a little bit here and there, so it doesn't really look like they're taking too much, but they are stashing something away. If that's upright. If this is a different way, this could be somebody who is just avoiding, because I see that sometimes as the avoidant energy. Somebody who is avoiding addressing someone like this because they're just overbearing. Maybe even, what is that when you enable someone? Kind of enabling someone to take advantage of them. That's weird. The Seven of Swords is a weird energy. This girl is like taking all of these, it's like paperwork, knives. So that's conversation, but I feel like that's not clarity. You know, she's holding all of this information that she or he has and then gonna stash it away for their own. I just see this, like, what is this? Someone's like, my evil plan. I don't feel like this is somebody like, you know, really, really bad, but they don't have great intentions. They're selfish. That's sort of what I get. They're just a selfish individual here. If this is upside down and somebody is recognizing that somebody is selfish, that they have been taking advantage of them, or that energy just is kind of off, and that's not where somebody wants to invest their time or see future growth with, then it could be somebody pulling the old Irish exit. They don't want to address that big, weird, you know, energy over here that always has a really bad reaction, no matter how mature or how direct or how loving or, you know, what direction they try to bring that conversation to. It just always goes awry. Then this could be someone just wanting to slip under the radar. Because I kind of see that upside down, like somebody just doesn't want to deal with that anymore. Like, peace, I'm out. Not even a goodbye. They're just where they go. Slip out the back door. They're just done. And it could be somebody just bringing what they need with them. And if they have to leave something behind, they almost don't even care. Let them have it. I sort of see that, like, let them have it. I'm in freedom. I'm going to a place where there's balance. So let them sit with their weird little energy over there and have it all. So it could be somebody that just kind of wants to slip under the radar in a situation without it being such a big deal. They just need to take their energy and go. So let's clarify that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, it's usually someone wears a mask, tells a lot of lies, believes their own lies, or it could be somebody who has some obvious crap going on around them and just didn't want to see it. Because that could be really, I just heard, really depressing. If they believe somebody was really loving, you know, supportive, but then realize that this person just had other intentions. Somebody might not want to see that. They want to see if somebody has a good, I did see someone with a good heart. Someone really has a good heart. They don't want to see that somebody's a little bit weird in their energy. But that divine friction could be where somebody gets a reality check on who someone actually is. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords a little bit. What's a deeper message? And then you have another seven. The Seven of Pentacles. Oh yes, somebody just, I mean, with these cards, and you have Strength at the bottom. So you're given some extra strength, or someone is given the strength they need to handle this situation, to plant a beautiful foundation with the right person in the right place, where you feel like it's this beautiful ride of your life, and the journey is constantly unfolding in this energy of give and take and blessings that just keep coming, where you feel more and more balanced. And you have these 2 sevens. So the 7 takes you to the road of destiny. It's a spiritual number, but both of these people look like they're not looking at something in the spiritual perspective. This particular woman, or man, is putting all those money bags away somewhere. I do feel like this is somebody really worried about the money. I think the music just stopped right there, which is weird. And I don't feel like it's this. I feel like it's somebody that's kind of a taker. In it for the wealth. 7 of Pentacles is possibly, music came back on, where somebody has had to have a lot of patience, maybe getting out of a shady situation. It could have been where somebody was putting some, like saving something, maybe even if this isn't the shady energy, knowing they have to make changes in their life, and maybe doing something under the radar for themselves. Kind of putting something away for a rainy day because they know one day they're going to need it. So maybe this is somebody, if this is a positive vibration, that's put a little aside for a rainy day because they know that there's one day they're going to need to invest in the right thing. And they want to have that down payment. This is also somebody that, if you have the energy of the garden, the 7 of Pentacles, is having patience that that garden will grow in the proper timing with the right weather. Doesn't always just happen in a lump sum in one day. It's a progression. But it's knowing when there's the harvest, and you got to get your bags ready. If you're going to harvest those apples or whatever this is, it's also where it's Pentacles. So it could be a lot of energy. Somebody's placed a lot of energy into something that may or may not have been growing. So maybe it's adjusting that choice and seeing where it could grow, even if there has to be a brand new start. This was interesting today, the messages. I hope they were helpful. Then you have strength. So Leo, look at this sassy girl with her little bikini outfit. She just petting the lion. This strength is not this strength. Forcing something, rubbing salt in the wound, proving how strong you are, being the loudest one in the room. I mean, that lion looks pretty powerful. Well, I wouldn't question it. And this sassy girl is just hanging out with the lion. I'm not going to question how powerful and how strong she is either. But this could be a dynamic that didn't come right away, because maybe there was a weird relationship in the beginning with that lion. Maybe she messed up, and the first time she tried to feed the lion, she brought a salad out, and that lion was like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat a salad. What do you think, I'm a rabbit? And then maybe she had to learn to bring a steak. And then the lion was like, oh, okay, you're not so bad. You're not so bad. Bring me a steak tomorrow. But maybe she didn't go in the lion's den right away. Maybe that had to be a slow process. Maybe she knew the lion as a little cub, and right away, that lion knew that that girl could be trusted, that that person was trustworthy. But there, it's tapping into inner strength when the strength card comes through. It's also knowing whenever strength comes in, it's going to take a lot of strength for these changes, to address a certain person, to prepare for a brand new, stable, and balanced future, to explore something new about yourself, or a brand new chapter, new I'm even seeing, I don't know why I see the ride of your life, and I see someone like, make sure you fill up your gas tank. You know, you got a long ride ahead. And I feel like it's going to be a good one. So maybe it's even sleeping. Strength's beautiful. So I think this was our reading. I think it's all about somebody tapping into that divine strength and really start to make some powerful choices and changes. They have to want to see, because it's going to bring some divine direction, inspiration, abundance, opportunity, wealth, and love that is absolutely so unusual and beyond words in your life or in someone else's life. You're going to wonder what took you so long, or why weren't those choices made a long time ago. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I looked at that 50-50. That was cool. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm going to get ready to go sing. And I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.